the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the London Monarchs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Fully high. Bang, bang. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 3. Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Let's go.
Back to throw. Morales. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry.
Watch the shift. General, west. Check, check. Fresno. Tighten up. Squeeze, get in, ready, go.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Morales throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well.
Watch 36 to Mike, hard. You don't want none. Watch the ship. Hey,
throwing on 3rd and long. Morales, the pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's bring it. 64, weak.
Looking to throw. Morales. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. So that'll back them up 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check back. 10.
Now Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Call. On. Check three. Kill.
A shotgun snap for Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or division. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, lock it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Say. Whip. Watch the whip.
No score.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
I got you. Check 43. Showing up. Gone. Head up. Go.
Back to throw. Morales. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Check out. Wide, 622. 49 to Mike, 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
What? Quick. Hey, check 15. Slip.
They'll run with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call?
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That play going for 6. Start the drive first.
At the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check safety, check safety. Check, 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 check.
Off the play fake. Morales. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Red. 10 Lobo. Check back 21. Coming to you, coming to you. Kill, kill, kill.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Check.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Check out. 674. I'm coming. Kill.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll cut it out to the... And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morales, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Then the Jags grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Sponge. Nails up. Hey, watch it. 49.
On 3rd down, Morales under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bravo! Blue down, blue down. 49, guys. 49. Watch twist. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the safety trip.
From the gun, here's Love. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
White now to return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script? And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Mike's 49. Mike's hard.
Looking to throw on second down. Morales, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check 37. Check 30. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Morales looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Matt Wild now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 16, Luck. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long, it's Luck. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Leo, check. What happened?
Now Thomas. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They run with Thomas. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check Mike 21. You're out. Let's get that ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Check. He's checked. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
6-man. Check girls. Check. Squeeze. Get in there. Check 13. Quick down.
2nd and 9 now. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Kill.
Now a give right side. It's Thomas, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Man out. Check three. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 1.
Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Referee. No. Off. Check Nick.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 44-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. This one caught by Ridley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And a London first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 43. Showing up. Joker.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 4.
To throw on 2nd down, Morales. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
That's where you belong.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Check back 21. What we got? What we see?
Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, alert 3.
On 4th down, Morales. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it?